pals, it's Nathan Birch here from B.Invested.com.au, and you're probably sick and tired of hearing me tell you where I'm from, so I'll just get on with it. Today I'm here to do a shout out to Paul. Paul, you know that you wanted me to make this video on this topic because you had some questions and just wanted a bit of clarity on what I do with this. Today I'm going to talk about goal setting, the importance of it, why, how, and how to really ramp up your goals and what you want to do in life. Why do you need goals? A goal is a dream with a plan of achieving it. A dream is just something that never happened, never will happen, and it's just something made up in your head. The difference in having a goal is having that vision, having that dream, and having a thought of what you want to achieve, but also having a set of rules, procedures, and a plan and an action plan to actually take steps in achieving it. So for me, I've been very, very big on goals. I wouldn't be anywhere near as close to anywhere of my success as where I am today if I didn't set goals, took all the commitments to actually achieve the goals, and just get on with it. So a lot of people talk about SMART goals and strategic and whatever it is, measurable, attainable, all those sorts of things. I'm not here today to talk about that. If you want to go and find out about that stuff, you can go and look up SMART goals on the internet, and I'm sure you'll find heaps of information about that. Today I want to talk about what I've done to actually make sure that I have taken action every step along the way. So initially, I used to sit down and I planned my life out. Like when I was 16, 17, I couldn't sign a contract, I couldn't do anything really legally, so I'd just sit there and plan and fantasize about a dream world of what I wanted to live in one day and how I could actually create it and how I would be able to go and create that. So from my side of things, I sat there and made different booklets of different things. So I'd literally sit there and write down every single thing that I could think of that I think would be mad to do in my life, and then try and build my lifestyle around that. So I wanted to travel the world, I wanted to go and do cool things, I wanted to own cool things, I wanted to be able to do things I wanted to do on my terms because I wanted to, not because I had to. I wanted to leave a legacy for future generations. I wanted to make sure that I could look after my family, both my family that I will have one day, which I haven't had yet, and also my family, like my siblings and nieces and nephews and all those sorts of things as well. From that side of things, I realised that there was a lot of work to do, and how can I get there? And from that, I break into little bite-sized pieces. So I think, okay, if I want to be able to live a lifestyle on my terms, what does that take? So I broke it back down. The first thing that I could achieve was going out there working very hard, committing myself, doing the things that other people weren't willing to do to get to places where they can't get to go. So I wanted to go and replace my income, because without having to go to work every day, going to be able to turn up to work, you can do what you want on your terms if you want to, not because you have to. So giving yourself a level of financial independence. From that, once I created that, I thought, okay, what other cool stuff can I do? There's cool stuff that I wanted to do just for shits and giggles of it, like when I first started making YouTube videos all those years ago with the car cam, talking about renovations and the properties out there. That's evolved. There's lots of different things that I have on my goals list. I talk openly about it, but if I was to sit here all day, I would have a 45-minute video, and I probably would be 1/10 of the way through it. So your goals don't need to be what society sits there and tells you to be. Your goals don't have to be to go get married, get a good, safe, secure job, go and buy a family house, and get yourself into debt for the next 40 years, because it's not it's not about what other people want you to do, or what other people tell you should do, or what Kim Kardashian makes you want to do on TV. It's a matter of what you want to do. So it could be simply you being humble and having a caravan and being able to drive around with your partner, your spouse, your children, your friends, whatever the case may be, travel the country. It could be going having lunch at Venice, I don't know. People have different goals and different mindset, and that's the awesome thing about it, is because it's your goal, it's what you want to do. It's important to have an action plan. So each year I set out, I've worked out what I want to do in my life, okay? I come back and I go, what do I have to do each year as a little jigsaw puzzle piece of hopefully an 80+ year life? What can I do this year to make a part of that picture reality? And from that, I'll work out exactly some steps that I need to do, the things that I want to tick off to make that picture a whole, and I'll work towards. So I have key set things in the back of my head that I know every single day I have to do as an activity to get me to that ultimate end goal. Why don't people do it? You know, life gets in the way. It doesn't seem important. I saw a video recently that said when you want to be successful as much as you want to breathe, and the guy pushed some guy's head under the water, pulled him out, and he goes, what could you think of? He goes, I just want to take a breath. And he goes, well, when you take that next breath, think about that when you want to be successful. And when you want to be successful as bad as that, that's when you'll start being successful. You know, I'm a big believer that the world stands aside for a person who knows where they're going. And, you know, from that perspective, if you have clear, defined goals of where you want to go, what you want to achieve, bullshit comes our way every day of the week. You know, people can sit there and say, oh, what if this, what if that? You know, it's not a matter of going to the casino and putting your life on red or black. It's a matter of being able to take educated decisions to make sure that you don't harm yourself. And if you harm yourself, it could be minuscule impact to you because you're so much bigger than that, and you can keep walking through. So this year I created a saying, it's called ZFG. People might be thinking it's in a finance group. That does have that same little ring to it, but ZFG is zero fucks given. And the reason why I say that is because there's so much small stuff that comes your way, so many obstacles. You can turn an obstacle into a roadblock, or you can turn it into a building block. So many times and so many people get caught up on the fact that, oh, my world's falling down, this is so bad, that's so bad, you know, it's a roadblock or stumbling block. Don't give a shit about it. ZFG, keep moving forward, push yourself. You know where you need to go, you know what you want to do, you've identified that, you've created it. If it's strong enough for you to want to go and achieve that, then you will find a way to get there. For me personally, I review my goals on a weekly basis, on a monthly basis. I always consistently keep up to check to make sure I'm on track with that, basically on a daily basis. When was the question I asked you is, when was the last time that you had a check-in to see where you are at or where you want to be in life? Have you even identified where you want to be in life? Have you identified the exact things that you want to do? You need to be flexible with it because there's so many unforeseen things out there. There is things that you can't control, whether it be health or, you know, family matters or whatever the case may be. Excuse me, I'm talking too much. But the fact of it is that, you know, lots of things will come our way in lives. It's having clarity so you know, okay, I've gone way off course or I haven't gone off course, because quite often people look back 20 years down the track, 10 years down the track and go, I'm way off in the bush over here, I'm not on that super highway of where I wanted to be in my life. You know, when we're a child, we have all these imaginary cool things that we want to be when we grow up and things that we want to do and all that sort of stuff, but society conforms us to expect and to settle and, you know, fit into the matrix of what it wants you to be. And, you know, it's important that you know, remain focused, understand where you're going, take action plans to actually achieve what you want to achieve, be accountable to yourself, you know, write down goals, put goals, you know, in perspective of, is it achievable? Like, you know, I would sit here and say I want to grow wings and fly, but that ain't going to happen tomorrow. You know, it has to be achievable. You know, and for me, there's some of the sort of principles from my perspective on, you know, what it takes to set goals and be successful at that. And the last thing is, it's a habit. So you need to create a habit. You know, a habit normally takes 21 to 28 days to form, whether it be, you know, going to the gym, whether it be, you know, eating healthier, dieting, or whatever the case may be in your life. It could be financial independence, it could be, you know, being awesome, whatever the case may be. You know, make sure you set goals around what you want to achieve, an action plan, understand why you want it, make sure that why is most important to you, and you'll do anything to achieve it. Appreciate you watching, guys. If you've got any questions, put a comment below on the message below, and if you want to subscribe to the B.Invested newsletter, send us go on to B.Invested.com.au and send us a message. We'll catch up soon. Have a great day.